Welcome to the Existential Empath Podcast. My name is Tanya, and I am an intuitive empath. My intention is to share valuable tools and techniques that I have learned so you can tap into your own inner healer naturally and intuitively. Welcome back, everyone. I am super excited today to talk about our chakra system. So, our chakra system is a part of our energetic system, and the word chakra in Sanskrit actually means wheel, and that refers to the energy points in the body. The chakras are thought to be spinning discs of energy that could stay open and aligned, and they do correspond to bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body that affect our emotional and physical well being. So we have these spinning wheels in our energetic system, and we also have what are called meridians. And meridians are more like a gentle, energetic stream or river that runs through the body. But today I'm going to talk about our chakra system. Now, some say that there's more than 100 different chakras, but I'm going to just primarily target the 7 basic chakras today. And I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about each of the chakras and when you can indicate if they are blocked or if they are overactive, and if they are, how to clear those chakra systems. Also, to have a good idea of when they are in alignment, so that way you understand when everything is doing good and you have a good focus and a good balance and harmony in your body. So the very first chakra that I'm going to talk about is the root chakra. And the root chakra is at the base of the spine, right near the tailbone area. And the color associated with this particular chakra is red. So think of a nice, deep, blood kind of colored red. And the meaning of this chakra is our physical identity, our stability, our grounding. A sign that this chakra is blocked, it could manifest with physical issues or ailments like arthritis, constipation, maybe bladder or colon problems. Some of the emotional aspects that could indicate a blocked root chakra are, maybe feeling insecure about your finances or basic needs, your safety, your security, your well being. Some of the emotions that can get trapped in this particular chakra are fear, anxiety, feeling unsure, financial instability, feeling grounded. Some signs that this chakra is overactive: greed, a lust for power, overly aggressive, materialistic, being cynical. So some signs that that the root chakra is balanced are, you feel safe in your life, you feel secure, you feel very centered and grounded, you're happy to be alive. So when we think of balancing out the chakras, we've got to look at the color wheels and those colors that correspond to those chakras. So the root chakra color is red. So when we're thinking of balancing out that chakra, you want to think in terms of red: wearing red, eating red, looking or visualizing at things that are red. So think strawberries, apples, any fruits or veggies, tomatoes, things that are red that you can start incorporating more of into your diet. Also, when we think of the root chakra, we can think of the color black or a dark brown as well. So think of grounding, anything that will keep you grounded, getting out in nature, taking your shoes off and walking on the grass. If you live near a beach, going to the beach, putting your feet in the sand, putting your feet in the ocean or a lake, something that you can do that would connect you to the earth. That would be anything that would definitely keep you in alignment with your root chakra. So when you're in alignment and open with the root chakra, you're going to feel very grounded and secure, both physically and emotionally. So as we move up to the next chakra, which is called the sacral chakra. And this is just below the belly button, right above the pubic bone. And the color associated with the sacral chakra is orange. So a nice deep orange. The meaning behind the sacral chakra is our sexuality, our sensuality, our pleasure, our sense of creativity and inspiration. Some issues with this chakra can be seen with problems that are associated to these particular organs in the reproductive system. So Things that could manifest are urinary tract infections, maybe lower back pain, potentially impotency. Uh, some emotions that could get blocked are fear of intimacy, or maybe you're feeling unmotivated or uninspired, so that lack of creativity. You could be isolating yourself, maybe hermiting a little bit, having a low libido. Some signs that you have an overactive sacral chakra is you're over emotional. You're just having bursts of tears and emotion. You are fixated on sex, maybe pornography. You're highly manipulative. You manipulate people through your sexual organs, through sex. Those are some signs that your sacral chakra is overactive. Some signs that you're balanced in alignment is you have passion in your life. You have creative inspiration, and you have a very healthy libido. You're optimistic in your life, and you're very open. So emotionally, this chakra is connected to all of our feelings of self-worth, and even more specifically, our self-worth around our pleasure, our sexuality, and our creativity. So if this chakra is out of alignment, you want to think of the color orange. So think of getting those juices flowing, right? Oranges, orange juice, clementines, tangerines, anything that's orange. One thing that benefits me when trying to balance out this chakra is essential oils. So I like to you do what's called belly button oiling. So you actually put a drop of a carrier oil like castor oil, olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil in your belly button, rub it around and around the area of the belly button and a little bit inside. And then you can add a drop or two of any of the essential oils pertaining to the sacral chakra, which could be blood orange, tangerine, clementine, mandarin is an excellent one. So any of those orange colored um, essential oils. Now, when you do this, don't be surprised that your libido will kick in. I mean, when I first started doing the belly button oiling, and I do it with a whole variety of essential oils, but when you really want to open up that sacral chakra, blood orange is one of the ones that creates circulation and it gets things moving down there. So you may notice that your libido will start kicking in, which is always a good thing, right? But you want to make sure you don't get it too overactive, or then you're on the opposite scale of that. So now moving up to the next chakra, which is called the solar plexus chakra. This is located the upper abdomen, kind of in the stomach area, and the color associated with the solar plexus is yellow. And the meanings behind the solar plexus are our self-esteem, our sense of confidence, our sense of self-worth, and blockages will present themselves in this chakra, are often experienced through digestive issues like ulcers, heartburn, eating disorders, maybe indigestion. This is the chakra of our personal power. So this means that it's related to all of our self-esteem and our self-confidence. So when this chakra is blocked, you could be suffering from low self-esteem, feeling powerless. You may have an inferiority complex. You may feel like you're a victim. An overactive solar plexus will show in signs of being domineering or a perfectionist. Maybe you're critical of yourself or others. You're power hungry. Signs that the solar plexus is balanced is you feel confident in yourself, in your self worth. You feel in control of your life. You have a strong will and a strong drive, and you have a good balanced personal power and a good self image. You feel good about yourself. And so when your solar plexus is out of balance, you want to think of things that are the color yellow. So think of lemons, bananas, wearing yellow. I definitely, if you're feeling lack of self confidence, bust out some yellow, put on a yellow shirt, get in your closet, pull that yellow shirt out, go buy a yellow shirt, wear things that are yellow that will bring out that sunny disposure. So our solar plexus is our sun center. That is where we get our fire and our heat. So when you wear that yellow, you're bringing in that sun energy, that sunny disposition. Some essential oils that you could use for the solar plexus are, of course, any of the yellow ones, lemon, any of those would work excellent, and you can utilize those. You can do those right in the belly button, or you can breathe them in. So applying essential oils and actually breathe, smelling them are two totally separate things. So if you want to just smell them, you can take that lemon essential oil, put a few drops in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, and then put your palms right up to your nose and take a nice deep breath in and just breathe in that beautiful essential oil. So in the morning, one thing that I like to do is I like to drink warm lemon water. So warm lemon water gets the digestive juices flowing. It gets the bile flowing. It cleanses your liver. It's wonderful. And if you can add just a little bit of honey, natural, raw, organic honey to it, it will actually help detox you as well. So drinking a nice warm lemon tea in the morning could also benefit your solar plexus. So moving up to the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is actually kind of broken up into two separate chakras, but I'm going to lump them together in one chakra today. So you've got your lower heart and your upper heart chakra. So the heart chakra is the center of the chest, just above the heart, the area that we call the heart center in some yoga classes, if you guys have attended yoga before. So the lower heart chakra is going to be the color pink, and the higher heart chakra is going to be the color green. And the meaning for both of these chakras is love, compassion, appreciation, and unconditional love. So, some blocks that present in our heart chakra can manifest in our physical health through heart problems, asthma, weight issues, and we can also show signs of lack of empathy. We might feel bitter, resentful, hateful. May have trust issues, or we're intolerant of others. An overactive heart chakra can present itself through jealousy, codependency, self sacrificing, or self sabotaging habits. Maybe you give too much. You give too much to others and you don't give to yourself. That's really a sign of an overactive heart chakra. So, people with heart chakra blocks often put others first, and that sometimes can be to their own detriment. It's right in the middle of all the seven chakras, so it kind of bridges the gap between the upper and the lower chakras, and it also represents our ability to love and to connect with others. So when it's out of alignment, it can really make us feel lonely, insecure, and isolated. When our heart chakra is in alignment, we will feel peaceful, like that sense of inner peace. We will feel loving, compassionate, affectionate, tolerant of others. We'll have a warm disposition, and we'll just be overly open. We'll be open to giving and receiving love in a balanced way. We aren't in that overactive aspect where we're giving too much, but we aren't in the blocked aspect where we aren't giving enough. So when we're thinking of balancing out the heart chakra, we're thinking green and pink. So think eating greens and pinks, wearing greens and pinks. The upper heart chakra with that green also will bring in abundance, financial abundance. When you think of green, you think of money. So when you start to open up that heart chakra and you start to live through your heart, you will probably begin to notice that abundance will flow to you a lot easier as well. So once you work on clearing that heart chakra, it can also help clear financial aspects in your life too. So moving up now, we are at the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is located right at the throat area. The color associated with the throat chakra is blue, and the meaning behind the throat chakra is communication. So, as one would expect, this chakra is connected to our ability to communicate verbally. And voice and throat problems, as well as any problems with everything surrounding the area of the throat, such as our teeth, gums, or mouth, our thyroid, can indicate a blockage in this area. So, blocks or misalignments can also be seen through dominating our conversations, gossiping, speaking without thinking, maybe having trouble speaking your mind, having a difficult time expressing yourself. Maybe you feel misunderstood or you're feeling a little bit secretive. This can also present itself as you're not a good listener. You're not giving and receiving when you speak. This can definitely show that you have a blocked throat chakra. So, if you have an overactive throat chakra, you're going to be overly opinionated, loud, critical, maybe gossipy, yelling or talking over others, lashing out at others, saying harsh words. Uh, that's showing that you have an overactive throat chakra. A balanced throat chakra will present itself as you'll feel confident in the way that you express yourself. You'll be a clear communicator. You will feel creative, and you'll also have a nice, soft, diplomatic tone to you. When it's in alignment, you will speak and listen with compassion, and you will feel confident when you speak because you know you are being true to yourself with your words. So, when we have a blocked throat chakra, the first thing that comes to mind with the color blue is blueberries. So, wild blueberries. I don't know if any of you follow the medical medium or not, but he talks a lot about how beneficial wild blueberries are, specifically from Maine. Now, wild blueberries actually chelate the body of heavy metals and other toxins, including mercury. And these can often get stuck in our endocrine system, specifically our thyroid. So, when we eat wild blueberries, whether it be just plain or in a smoothie or however you choose, you actually are chelating these heavy metals out of your endocrine system, including your brain and your body. So, wild blueberries are the first thing that comes to mind. If you're into crystals, some of the crystals that you can utilize for the throat chakra would be sodalite, lapis, aquamarine. These are some really good ones that will help open up that throat chakra. Angelite is an excellent one. Um, going back to the heart chakra, I didn't discuss some of the crystals that you can use, but one of the ones that is fantastic for opening up the heart chakra is rose quartz. I feel that if you were to buy three crystals, selenite, rose quartz, and shungite are three of the best crystals. Selenite is an amplifier crystal, and it also charges the other crystals. Rose quartz is so loving, and it will, if you're having a problems in your relationship, you can put rose quartz on your nightstand or under your pillow. It will begin to soften your relationships. It'll begin to soften the way you communicate with one another. It will soften your heart. Shungite is excellent for grounding. It's a black crystal. It's made in Karelia, Russia, or it's mined there, and it actually will protect you against electromagnetic frequencies as well. So, if you're interested in learning more about crystals, I will probably do a podcast specifically on crystals because I didn't really share those too much throughout this particular episode, but I've got a lot of information on crystals, if that's of interest to you guys. Okay, so the third eye chakra, moving up to the next chakra, is the third eye chakra. And now that's going to be between the eyes and the forehead, which is why they also call it the brow chakra. The color associated with the third eye chakra is indigo. And the meaning is our intuition, our imagination, and our spirituality. It really opens up into that pineal gland. So the pineal gland is a little pine cone shaped gland located in the center of our brain, and it is like our little antenna. And many of us have a calcified pineal gland, and it can become calcified for many reasons, including fluoride in our water, watching too much TV, eating poorly, processed foods. There's many reasons why our pineal gland can be calcified. But when we have an uncalcified pineal gland and our third eye is open and in alignment, it will actually people will be more apt to follow your intuition, and you'll be able to see the bigger picture better. So you'll feel more imaginative, your intuition will be clear, you'll have more clarity in your life, you'll have clearer thoughts and clearer visions, and you will see beyond the physical as well. So when I started to open up my third eye and really decalcify my pineal gland, which I actually have a podcast out there on how to decalcify your pineal glands, you guys can check that one out. um, it began to open myself up to new experiences. I could actually see what people call seeing behind the veil, or seeing between the veils. And there are times when I will get that claircognizance, and I'm going to talk about these different abilities in another podcast. But I started to enhance my claircognizance and my clairvoyance. I began to see images in my mind, and when I would meditate, I would see beautiful, vibrant indigo and purple colors at first, and then as I began to meditate more, I began to see other colors transpire. So when you have a balanced third eye chakra, when you meditate, it will really show signs of that it's opening. If you start to see some colors, maybe some sacred geometry or shapes, flashes of light, those are some good indications that your third eye chakra is opening. So a blocked third eye chakra will present itself with poor judgment, maybe you lack focus, you have a poor imagination, you can't really see beyond your physical aspects of the 3D reality. Now, an overactive third eye chakra is going to present itself with nightmares, night terrors, delusions, hallucinations, maybe obsessive compulsive disorders, seeing too many spirits. So, if you have an overactive third eye chakra, then you could be seeing lots of spirits, apparitions, ghosts, auras, seeing through through people's bodies. I know I have a friend who could actually see like an x-ray through people's bodies. These are all signs that your third eye is overactive and that you're able to see through the veil very clearly. So indigo, those are going to be like Concord grapes. Concord grapes are amazing for the third eye as well as the throat chakra. Also, those wild blueberries. Wearing indigo, a good essential oil that you can actually use during meditation. Put a dot, just kind of a dot on your finger, and then rub it on your forehead between your eyebrows would be frankincense. Frankincense and myrrh. There was a reason why those were given to Jesus. They're one of the highest vibrational essential oils. They are fantastic for opening your third eye chakra. So now moving up to the crown chakra, which is at the very top of the head. The colors that present itself with the crown chakra are going to be violet or white. The meaning of the crown chakra is our awareness, our consciousness, our intelligence, our spiritual connection with our higher power, our higher self. The crown chakra is linked to every other chakra. And so, therefore, it's linked to all the organs in our entire body. And it affects not just the organs, but also our brain and our nervous system. It is considered the chakra of enlightenment, and it represents our connection to our life's purpose and our spirituality. So, those with a blocked crown chakra may seem narrow minded, skeptical, or stubborn. They may also suffer from depression, have learning disabilities or difficulties. They may not, they may have a lack of faith. They may not, they may be angry at God or divine or source. They may suffer from brain fog. Now, an overactive crown chakra could represent itself through being overly judgmental, maybe having a spiritual addiction or spiritual ego, feeling ungrounded, feeling dogmatic. Those are some signs that it's overactive. Now, if your crown chakra is in balance and in alignment, you're going to feel a very strong sense of faith, a very strong connection to your higher self, to a higher power, to God, to source, to the divine. You will have a feeling of universal love, a connection with the universal intelligence. You will feel an expansion in your consciousness. You will just have an understanding. It's that clear cognizance, that true knowing, that real deep understanding that there's something bigger and more than just our physical aspects of self. So, thinking of the violet or the white, a nice little meditation that you can do when you may have a blocked crown chakra is to just really visualize a beautiful white light coming up through the ground, through the earth, through your feet, up through all of your chakras, and up out through your crown chakra. Just really um, drowning you or saturating you in a beautiful white light. Clear quartz crystal, selenite. These are some excellent crystals that you can use to help with your meditation if you feel guided to do so. Wearing white. Connecting with the angels, I think, is also something that I have been able to do, is really connect with angelic realm, and that really opens up that crown chakra. So, uh, you know, all of these are energetic centers of the body that correspond to our feelings. And, you may probably resonate with certain chakras or certain feelings that I've just gone through. Um, and if you do, then it gives you a good indication of which chakras are in alignment and which ones aren't. So, I like to do, there's a lot of different meditations on YouTube where you can actually listen to a chakra balancing meditation or music. And I love doing that. So when I feel out of alignment, sometimes I don't necessarily know exactly which chakra is out of whack. So I will do an overall chakra balancing meditation where I just pop on my headphones and I lay down on my bed. I may grab some crystals if I feel necessary to do so. maybe take some essential oils and put a few drops in my hands and rub them together and take a nice deep breath in and just breathe in those essential oils and just lay down and relax and listen to the music. And, as you do that, you move that stagnant energy out of each of those chakras. And as you listen to that meditation, some of you may conquer it out. Sometimes I do. I fall right asleep and then I wake up at the end. But some of you may begin to notice emotions that will come up, that will bubble up to the surface. And if they do, just consciously be aware of them and recognize them and allow them to pass. Just honor those feelings that are coming up. There's a reason why they are coming up to the surface to be released. So I hope that this information is useful to you all. And like I said, this is just a beginner's guide to the chakra system and those emotions that can get trapped in each of those chakras. And in future podcasts, I'll go into detail about some other areas of our energetic system that may be helpful for you as well. So I look forward to sharing more information with you all in the next podcast. You deserve to navigate your life as an empath in alignment with health, happiness, and abundance. To learn more about the services that I provide, including Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis, EFT tapping, and the Emotion Code, visit my website at www.thesoulcafe.org.